I think we found ourselves a clue.
Scooby-Doo, where are you? Scooby-Dooby-Doo.
Hello, lords and ladies. Welcome back to Cartoon Hangout, your place for all things cartoon. It's been another long while since I last covered this show, but better late than never, right? This time I'm reviewing Fright of Hand, which sees the gang travel to Hocus Pocus Palace, in part because Fred had dreams of becoming a stage magician as a kid. And guess what's waiting for them? A rabbit, of course. But this isn't your usual rabbit munching on carrots or asking doctors if they're alright. No, this is a giant mutant rabbit wanting to scare off the members of the palace, and Fred's gonna make the best of the situation by using his dream to catch the rabbit. I think it's interesting that despite 2 seasons of dealing with men in monster costumes, this is the first time we hear of Fred's dream of becoming a magician, or of loving magic. You think it would have came up before. Obviously, revealing new interests randomly is the typical Scooby-Doo thing, but it's still a little odd. Even a little silly, maybe. Which Velma also happens to bring up, which causes Fred to disappear and nearly kill the gang.
Ta-da! Now who's silly?
It's a gag you'd expect right out of Family Guy, and the episode really does it well. Later in the review, I'm going to talk about some highlights, but this is, I think, the best moment in the episode, and it's really early on. It's hilarious what Fred does to the gang over the course of the episode's plot. Usually in this show, Daphne has a new thing she does, a Daphneism, whether it be puppets or falconry. This time, and I don't think it's the first time, but I can't remember any other instances, Fred gets to shine with his own Fredism, if you will. So I think that's pretty nice. It's certainly better than the reveal of him being a male cheerleader. As far as monster designs go for the monster rabbit, it's fine. It's a monster rabbit. There's probably only so many variations you can do before you come back around. Despite that, I also didn't find it a very interesting monster. Maybe because it's just a rabbit, or maybe because other than a few cool bits during the chase sequence, like popping out of a magician's hat, or even earlier in the episode appearing from behind a false wall, Fright of Hand doesn't really do much else with him. Nothing that's really cool or spooky or really all that noteworthy. Doesn't really stick out. The monster's backstory, that of being a regular rabbit, apparently possessed by a demon summoned by an older magician, is way better than anything it does in the episode, unfortunately. The somewhat lackluster rabbit monster aside, I didn't hate the episode. The episode was generally pretty fun, with some hilarious bits sprinkled throughout. I think one of the highlights of the episode might be this back and forth between Shaggy and Fred.
Hold it! Like you always get to go in the direction the monster does not go. This time, Scoob and I want to go in that direction.
Fine, we'll switch.
Hup, 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 hup.
Not so fast.
It's such a long, nonsensical joke, but it just gets funnier the longer it goes on. In a way, it reminds me of some Family Guy jokes that also are funny primarily because of their length. Also, I have to give a shout out to the random as hell tiger that shows up as a judge partway through the episode. I don't know if this was supposed to be like a Tony the Tiger reference, or why he's even there, but it did get a laugh out of me for how random his inclusion was. The reveal of who the bad guy really was is also alright. I don't think the episode did much with them enough for me to lavish it with praise. The best I can think of is the bit with the mirror trick, and how if you take a close look, you'll notice it's not a true reflection of the antagonist, which may clue you in on how he vanishes and reappears, or that the monster is actually 2 people, not 1. But Saul and Greg beyond that really aren't that great of antagonists, though them getting out of their cuffs multiple times while being arrested was fairly amusing given, they are magicians after all. It reminds me of that one magician from Scooby-Doo, Where Are You? It was one of the earlier episodes, and it reminds me, why didn't he try to get out of his cuffs if he was such a good magician? I don't know, I just think that's funny. Overall, I think Fright of Hand is a rather average Be Cool Scooby-Doo episode. It's got some good scenes and jokes here and there, but it probably won't end up on anyone's top 10 list of Be Cool Scooby-Doo episodes. Now, if you disagree, let me know down in the comments what you thought of this episode back when it actually came out, because you know how late I am with this review. And also, before you leave, please consider becoming a member for early access to reviews like this. I've also reopened my merch store, which you can find on my profile under the store tab. There's a lot of cool shirts and stickers you can snag for yourself there. And finally, last plug, I swear, I'm also an ambassador for Extra Wallets. If you want something minimalist and you don't carry many cards with you, click through my referral link down in the description to buy an Extra Wallet. I've been using it for months, and it's really cool, I promise. Alright, that's all I got to say. Thanks for waiting so patiently for more reviews of this show. Hopefully I can do more of these more regularly than I've been doing the past few years. Anyways, thanks for watching, and take care.
Full is an illusion.